Hey Virgo, it's Regina here from Tarot and Time in Kent, Connecticut. Let's talk about the month of August using tarot and astrology for everyday living. So this is a big month for you, Virgo, because the sun's going to move into your sign this month. And we also have a Virgo new moon this month. So pretty exciting. The sun moves into your sign on August 22nd. And we will have a nice Virgo new moon. Now, this is kind of cool that we have actually two Virgo new moons in a row. And that's because the first Virgo new moon is at 0 degrees. And so that one happens on August 3rd at 2:07 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a really great idea or great time to be open to new ideas, new options, and alternatives. It's also a really good time to focus on practices, rituals that help manage stress, okay? Virgo, you're often associated with mental health, well, health in general, but I often think of mental health because you're ruled by Mercury. So whether that be exercise or cooking or dancing or some form, some practice, okay? This is a really important time for that. Now, the second Virgo new moon is going to be on September 21st, and it's at 29 degrees of Virgo. So we're on both ends of the Virgo spectrum. The second Virgo new moon comes with a solar eclipse. Solar eclipses are said to bring us something, okay? So I think it's really interesting, especially for all of us, but especially for you, Virgo, that the difference between, that time period between those new moons. And already think about it, your ruling planet Mercury is in retrograde through half of August. It started mid-July and it's going to end on August 11th. So we've had this wacky time where we were kind of looking at everything from one way, then from another way, and then we see it full on. And then we move into these new moons. And so I really think that there's a lot that you have learned through this last current retrograde. And I hope that you took notes. I hope that you can go back and think about what's been going on, because this revisited everything that was happening since June 30th. So set some intentions for the new moon, and a lot of it about health, a lot of it about how to manage stress, how to keep ourselves calm. And if you go back, make sure you listen to the month ahead, the August month ahead full report. I was talking about things like wind chimes came up, like the sound of chimes and how calming that can be. I was talking about testing out some of the what are they called? The sheets that you plug in. Now I forgot the name of them. Oh, it'll come to me. Anyways, so all these like alternatives to how to de-stress, okay? Grounding sheets, grounding mats, grounding sheets. I'm testing some out for the store right now and trying to see if I feel a difference. All these little things that can help us manage stress, because, it used to be a thing of the past that some people suffered from anxiety. And nowadays the world is so insane and the amount of information that we're receiving so overwhelming that it seems that we're all suffering from it. This is a great time to start looking at those things. Also, Virgo, you're associated with health in general. So sometimes we think of medicine also with Virgo, but I think of herbs, right? Herbal apothecary, the root of all medicine. And so this is a great time for you to start working with different plants. And again, I'm not a naturopath or anything like that, but I do know that some plants that are commonly used, the adaptogens like ashwagandha and holy basil, these are such great plants for us to try to adapt to our environment, to stay calm, to stay charged up also, okay? So looking into some things like that, being open to alternatives. Now, Mars, the planet of action, will continue in your sign until August 6th. So you can get a lot done, okay? And then it's going to move into Libra, where it doesn't do as well. So Mars and Virgo till August 6th. You do have a square going on with Uranus. And Uranus is the oh wow planet. It rules Aquarius. And it's in the sign of Gemini. It just moved into Gemini in July, and it's going to stay there until 33. So you're going to have to get used to this square. Square is a 90-degree angle. And, there's just going to be some things out of the blue, and some of it's going to be great, and some of it's going to shift us, and we're just going to have to roll with that. Okay, Virgo, I know you're adaptable. You're known for being adaptable. Now, the moon is going to be in your sign of Virgo, Saturday, August 23rd at 1:24. We're going to go through the new moon, and it stays in your sign until Monday, August 25th at 10:08 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I often find when the moon is in my sign, I feel like myself. I feel good. And whether you be a Virgo sun, rising, or moon, take note of the 23rd to the 25th and see how you feel. Okay. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and roll some Astro dice. Let's get some themes here for you. And you rolled the South Node in the sign of Pisces in the 11th house. It's interesting. I just filmed Leo and they rolled the South Node, and I was like, oh, this is the first time the South Node's shown up in anything to do with August. And now here we go. You have it also. Now, the South Node is the cup of the past, okay? In astrology, we look at it as a past life point or things that we already know about, right? It's a cup full of information. And so it could be things from the past also. Now, you have rolled the karmic sign of Pisces, and we know Pisces is a sign across from you. So Pisces wants to clear up old karma. And then you rolled the 11th house, which is Uranus's house. It's the sign Aquarius. And it's the house of your hopes and dreams. It's the house of the bigger picture. It's the humanitarian. Has a lot to do with friends. Okay, so we'll see as this plays out, as we get some more cards on the table. Maybe there's some old friends coming up. Maybe there's some old issues that you need to clear up so that you can move more into your hopes and your dreams. So let's set these to the side and see what comes up in the cards. Now, I'm going to put a couple cards on the table just for, in general, what you need to know this month, Virgo. I got one jumper one. And this is the Cozy Witch Tarot. I haven't looked at any of these cards yet. This is the Witch's Garden. We'll take one here from the Touchstone Tarot, one from the Wild Whiskers Oracle, and then I'm just going to put a couple tea leaf fortune cards on the table here. Tea leaf fortune. Okay, let's see what we've got here for you, Virgo. Starting off with the Nine of Cups. This is often called the Make-A-Wish card. It says, live in a constant state of gratitude. Love her little bus, sipping her tea. She looks happy and content. And it's like, it's the simple things, right? It's the simple things that are bringing the joy. So, with the Virgo New Moon, I'm often talking about, making wishes, or as I like to say, placing your order. So make sure that you're clear about what it is that brings you joy. Okay, what it is that you would like more of. Now, the broom. Tidy up your life so you can make space for something better. This is the Death card, and I think it's the coolest version in the Cozy Witch, which I just realized recently is considered a kid-friendly deck. This is the Death card. And so you want to tidy up your life to make space for something new. And I think that's a beautiful way to show the Death card. So, and this box says donations. So clearing up, clearing out. Okay, Virgo, I know that I think you love rearranging, clearing things up. You like efficiency. And so the Death card is coming in, asking you to make space for newness and out with the old. And the old was that South Node. Okay, let's see what else we've got. We've got the Knight of Pentacles here showing up. I always think the Knight of Pentacles moves really slowly, so it's important when the Knight of Pentacles shows up, bringing something of value to the table. The 10 of Coins, the 10 of Pentacles. This is like a legacy card. So there's definitely a lot of wealth here. It looks like money is showing up, okay? In Feng Shui, don't they say, like, if you're having money problems, like the best thing you can do is clean your house? And definitely clean, it looks like she's on the threshold of the doorway. And in Feng Shui, that's like, keep it clean, right? I remember taking a lot of courses 9-star key astrology, all those kind of things. And it was always like, it doesn't matter how much money you have, just keep things clean so the energy can flow. So it looks like you're clearing things up and out, and you see some things of prosperity coming in. Your oracle card is the orderly owl, mastery, logic, discernment. What does this say? Solitary watcher in the night, give me a sacred vision in the moonlight. I love that owl. How pretty is that? Okay, so you got the wisdom of the owl and asking for sacred vision. Okay, so it feels watery. Started off with the 9 of Cups, making a wish, placing your order, getting clear. And then we see some solid cards here. Change, making space for really good things coming in. All right, let's see what your tea leaf cards are. We've got bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. Wonderful. And wedge, someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. All right, let's pull another card about that. What is this wedge? 5 of Wands, it's a competition card. What is this wedge about? And the Tower, which is Aquarius card, which you rolled the 11th house. Aquarius rules friends. So maybe having some issues with some friends, but it looks like you're going to overcome the problem. We've just got someone coming in here and kind of trying to put themselves in the middle of something. It's interesting that the bridge is the middle of something, right? Bringing two sides together. What is this issue? Ace of Swords. Just doesn't want to be held here. Look at you. You're bursting with sparkly new ideas. And the Queen of Wands, replace your self-doubt with self-confidence. Okay, I kind of got the vibe that there's been some words said, and just please don't take them too personally, okay? The Queen of Wands here, she's going to get on with things, and she's looking in a mirror, hand mirror, which is a shape of Venus, okay? So I think there's been some women issues here, but it does look like you will overcome it, okay? Just kind of clearing the energy. All right, now let's make a pile here for your work life. Let's move these cards back a little so you can see them a little better. And let's make a pile over here about work, long-term standing in the world, Saturn kind of energy. It's that one. And let's make a pile for love. Love. 2 more. And then I'm going to put one at the bottom about friends because that seems to be a thing here. All right, here's work. 5 of Wands. So this is the same card here with these birds fighting over the worms. A good coven lets every witch have a say. All right, sometimes there's a power struggle when we have the 5 of Wands. 10 of Wands. Why make things so much more difficult than they need to be? It says blessed salmon witches. Okay, 10 of Wands, so there's a lot going on. And then the 7 of Swords, where he's kind of sneaking off. Okay, he's taking 5 swords with him of change. He's leaving 2 swords behind. So you may be having some trouble. I think some of this may be maybe more in the workplace, could be friends in the workplace, but you need to step away from the chaos. Okay, you got to step away from it because I don't even think it involves you. I think it involves other people, but you got dragged into it. See over here in the love pile, you've got the Tower card. So this is your second Tower card. So kind of hit that castle. Okay, that's very Uranus energy. You do have a square with Uranus. The moon. So it's very emotional, intuitive, but very psychic. 2 major arcanas. Good luck charm, which is a wheel of fortune. If nothing seems to be going your way, cast a spell. All majors, temperance, let go of self-imposed limitations. Okay, so it just looks intense. I don't know if maybe these are all tied together, work, love, friends, if they're all happening in the same place. But the Wheel of Fortune does show you moving forward. These are both Sagittarius cards, and Sagittarius wants freedom more than anything. Okay, so you've got some Sagittarius energy here where it looks like you'll move on from it. My attention goes to her necklace, like she's wearing something protective. You may want to think about a protective stone to wear. The first one that was coming up for me was Angel Aura Quartz. I think it's heat treated, but it has like a mirror effect where it bounces things back. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of intensity here, a lot of emotions, but it's kind of asking you to set yourself free. A lot of, the South Node was the first thing that showed up. So it's like old things from the past. Have you learned from it? Let's see what this friendship card is. And it's the Four of Wands. And it's kind of inviting you in. It's like a masquerade. It reminds me of Venice in the when they what's it called? Carnival. Where no one's really, like, everyone's hiding behind a mask. Okay, so there's some kind of game going on here. And I think your best advice is to protect yourself and to let go of some things and move forward. Let's get some advice cards here. We've got victory in some endeavor. It almost looks, or it looks like a V, like Virgo. Okay, victory in some endeavor. It's a 5, it's change. And dagger, fear, worries, tense situations. Yeah, we feel that. What's the best advice for Virgo? Bell, announcement. All right, well, I think of a bell. I think of sometimes like I'll clear my space with a bell just to make just the vibration of it clears things out. There's an announcement here. Okay, so I think you need to clear the air. And I think you need to stay out of whatever mess is going on here because people aren't owning up. There is these masks being put on. Okay, you need to step away from this. Let me give one more card of advice. 2 of Swords. Wake up. What is it you truly want? It says indecisive witch. So I would step back and away from the situation. Stay out of this, this drama that's going on around you. Take some time alone. Let this pass. Let this figure itself out on its own. You step away. Stop contributing to the conversation. Okay. All right, now I'd like to leave this reading on a high note. So let's see what else. Is there anything else that Virgo needs to know this month? And you got the Lovers, and I'm just going to cover this with my hand because I know YouTube doesn't like nudity. So the Lovers. So there's some relationship going on here, but really this is a card of choices. And the Four of Wands, she's holding a little cat. And there's like a party going on in the background. Okay. So I think that you just need to find your own fun, find the cat is loyal to you. Step away from this group of people, whatever's going on here for a little while. Let it work itself out. It will. It doesn't need you involved. All right. I hope that you felt a connection to that, Virgo. Please comment and let me know. Thank you. Have a great month.